All right, family, it's time to talk about it. I've given you guys a little snippet about this situation. It is about time that I start really speaking out about this thing because it is not going away. It's been 3 years and it's not going away. So it's time that I stand up for myself, take my power back, and talk about this, okay? I need to normalize talking about this because I've tried to hide it. I've tried to be quiet. I've tried to be the bigger person. I've tried it all. None of it is working. And the thing I'm talking about, by the way, this is my least favorite video to make on my channel. If you know me, you know that I try my best, even though it doesn't happen, but I try my best to keep my personal life out of my content. My content is surrounded by beauty, hair, home decor, cleaning, lifestyle, funny. I even got into funny memes recently, especially on Instagram. This is my content. I like the happy content. I like to teach. I like to inspire. I just like to be in my own little corner. But as far as my personal life, I like to keep it in private. But y'all know that, or at least a lot of you know that I was in a toxic relationship 3 years ago. I walked out of that relationship, moved to a complete different state. And for 2.5, almost 3 years, I was bullied online. This dude posted about me every single day. I'm sorry, I'm getting a text. This person posted about me every single day, multiple videos a day, said the nastiest things about me, tried to ruin my character, destroy my brand. He even went as far as hacking every single platform. My Instagram, my YouTube, my TikTok, Facebook, everything. If you guys know the story, you already know. The main reason I'm making this video is that this dude posted about me for 2.5, almost 3 years, nonstop, multiple times a day, okay? I never fought back. I never argued with him publicly. I never did any of that. It went from Facebook to YouTube to Instagram to even TikTok. He even did a whole series about me on TikTok. I think there was like 20 videos in that series, and then told his followers to find me and attack me. Literally said it in the video, said that he was exposing me and I needed to get what was coming to me. I had random people, most of his followers are kids, right? Because he posts a lot of childish stuff, rapping like a gangster rapper and doing this, so they call him Unk. So a whole bunch of these kids on TikTok found my page and harassed me, called me names, bullied me, said the most nastiest things about me. But I'm grateful for the years before that when he tried to do the same thing on Facebook. On YouTube. He even recruited like multiple bloggers to talk nasty about me as he was doing it himself. I'm grateful for those moments because I was able to learn from that. It made me stronger. Basically, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So during the time when it was happening, it was devastating to me because this was someone I expressed to that I don't want my personal life on social media. My content is my content. My personal life is my personal life. My biggest fear is having my personal life, whether good or bad, broadcasted on social media. As soon as we started to argue, or when the relationship started to go south, that was the first thing he did. And when I say, oh my God, it was days and days and days and multiple videos a day, to the point where he even posted my address on social media. So that was devastating for me, but it didn't kill me, so I got stronger from it. So when the whole TikTok thing happened, maybe 2 years later, he started to post random things on TikTok. A few of the videos went viral. And so he gained a follower. So once he gained a follower, he said that that was God speaking to him to further expose me. So at this point, I think it was about 100,000 followers on TikTok. This dude made a whole series, plastered my name everywhere, plastered my face everywhere, and told his followers to find me and finish me, in his words, okay? And when I tell you they found me, I was getting hate messages. I was having people telling me to go on a live myself. I was called any name you can think about. But by this time, I had gone through it for 2.5 years, so it didn't bother me. I didn't stop. It didn't bother me. It didn't move me because I was stronger. I have been through not only actual therapy, but I went through social therapy with my followers, my fans, my supporters, just encouraging me not to quit. I made several videos about quitting. I made several videos about taking a break. I went silent. Like, I did it all, right? So when the TikTok series happened, I was already stronger because people would come to my page and all the nasty things that were said on his page, they would come to my page and see that I was a completely different person. I was, again, posting about hair, beauty, home decor, nursing, and they would end up staying or changing their minds. So with that, the point I was trying to make with that is, for 2.5 years, I was bullied online by this one specific person. Or if they hired somebody else, that person too was bullying me. And there were multiple pages on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok, multiple pages of people bullying me. So the goal of that was to ruin my career, because he was very jealous of the same thing that attracted him to me. The same thing became the thing that he hated me for. He came to me because I was famous. I was successful at what I was doing with my content creation. I was making a great living. He saw that. He was attracted to that and basically love bombed me. We got into a relationship and it went. I made my own mistakes in there. Don't get me wrong. I was never perfect. I was never a saint. I did a lot of stupid things during that time as well. So I take accountability, and that's why therapy is important, because when you get to say the quiet part out loud, you start to realize where you went wrong. You start to realize where you were stupid. You start to realize where you were wrong. You start to realize a lot of things about yourself, and you start to learn from it. And again, I've gone through that process, and I'm still going through that process. I'm learning every single day. So while that was happening, it not only made me stronger, it made me braver, in the sense that, again, I learned from it. So the goal of all of that was to finish my career, to paint this picture of me that people would hate. However, people watched me for years. I want to say about 5 years, creating my content, starting from scratch, starting from very, very humble beginnings, before I was even pregnant. And mind you, I have a 6-year-old now. Before I even started working at the hospital, like, people followed me for a long time. So they saw a lot of me. They saw a lot of my personality. They saw a lot of my journey. And so it wasn't easy to just ruin my character or my career, because this was someone I only dated for a whole year. The whole relationship, from the beautiful part, the engagement, to the breakup, everything happened within a year. However, that breakup has lasted over 3 years. Over 3 years. So when the attempt to ruin my career didn't happen, with the smear campaign, the multiple videos saying all kinds of things about me, sending people to attack me physically and online, when none of that worked, right? He then went and deleted all the videos. But the main reason he deleted the video, and I've touched on this before, remember, he wants to be famous so bad. That was the main reason he came to me, and that was the reason he ended up hating me, because he thought he was going to get this overnight fame from dating me, not knowing that you have to work for it. Even a content creator who starts creating content, and let's say you have a viral moment, you have 1 or 2 viral videos, you have to stay consistent. Otherwise, that's why we have one-hit wonders like musicians. You have to stay consistent, you have to work very hard, and you have to work consistently hard and be on it in order to have a career in it. So he thought he was going to become immediately famous and stay famous because he was connected to me in some way. But when that didn't happen, he started to envy me, he started to resent me for it, and then that went to hate, and then it went to online bullying, and now the most recent thing is legal bullying, legal abuse, and I'm gonna get to that in a second. But the reason he deleted all the videos, by the way, this was someone who was posting about me on every single platform, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, for 2.5 years, sometimes 20 times a day. 20 times a day. Short videos, long videos. He'll take the same video, edit it, post it, edit, post it, slap a different name. Mercy go know this, Mercy go know that. Sometimes up to 20 times a day for 2.5 years. Going on, I want to say 2 years and about 9 months. I was counting because I was the one who was in those videos. I was the one who was being publicly humiliated, okay? So for over 2 years and 9 months, all of a sudden, when all of that didn't work, when he realized that I was stronger than he thought I was, when he realized that I wasn't going anywhere, I wasn't giving him the attention that he wanted, and I wasn't quitting like he wanted me to, he came up with a different tactic. He signed up for a dating show. So this dating show is a popular dating show. And most times when people go on these shows, a lot of them who already have their businesses or they have their brands, they have their platforms, they end up doing well. They end up getting some of that fame from that show and creating something else for themselves. So he thought that this would be the path for him. So because when you go on the show, people end up Googling you, they will find your social media, they'll find your job sometimes, they'll just know more about you, and some of them will follow you if you're a content creator. So he went and cleared every single platform of those toxic videos. All the crazy, stalkerish, obsessive videos about me, he deleted every single one. I woke up one morning and my cousin called me and said, because everybody was keeping an eye on him, because what is he going to post today? What is he going to post about? What is he going to, like, this dude was going as far as recording court hearings. He would sue me, create a frivolous lawsuit, sue me, and I would show up to court and he would record the whole court hearing and post this to social media. And then he will not only do that, but he'll edit it to sound like, to make it in his favor and paint me out to be this criminal, this bad person. Mind you, I don't have any criminal records. I've never in my life been arrested, never in my life been to jail, prison whatsoever. Him, on the other hand, he's what I like to call a jailbird, okay? Multiple felonies, multiple misdemeanor, DUI, domestic violence, fraud, you name it, he has it. I think his most recent arrest that I know about was around January or February when he stole an actual car, and he was arrested and jailed for that, okay? And that case is still going on. But yeah, so when that show came, when he discovered the show, he thought he was going to become famous on the show. So he deleted all the videos, went to the show, gave an award-winning performance on that show. Like, if you didn't know this guy, you would give him a stand-up ovation. Standing ovation. You would literally get up and clap like, what a decent young man. And that is the charm that every person falls for, okay? I fell for it. He had the charm on 10, and everybody, literally all the people who didn't know him, hadn't seen him before, they fell for it. But shortly after that, the main reason he deleted all of those videos, because his goal was to destroy me, just like he said. He was going to destroy me, destroy my career. And by the time he was done with me, I wouldn't show my face in public ever. Those were his words, okay? So it hurt him that I kept going. It hurt him that I kept posting. It hurt him that I kept doing better than he thought I would. Better than even before I met him. That hurt him so bad. That was such an injury for him that his goal was to create another tactic. So again, the game show, he went on the game show, gave an amazing performance, and immediately went to his channel, cleared out all the videos, and then started posting about his experience on the show, hoping that he would gain some kind of following and things like that. It flopped horribly. The only reason people was watching his channel was because he was talking about me. I, at the time, was a popular and well-liked content creator. Now, you have people who were mad at him for posting those things about me, but you also have people who were supporting him because they envy me for some reason, for their own reasons, okay? So he has supporters, but all in all, the main reason that people were even watching his channel or going over there was because he had my name plastered everywhere. My name, Mercy Gono, was plastered everywhere on his page. And the only videos that will get views was a video that had Mercy Gono in the title, Mercy Gono in the description, Mercy Gono in the tag, and Mercy Gono in the thumbnail. Outside of that, none of those videos were doing well. So the public smear campaign for 2.5 years didn't work. The game show didn't work. It flopped horribly because as soon as the show aired, again, just like he expected, people went over there looking for him. But the bad thing about that is certain things are on Google. The domestic violence, a lot of the videos he posted, a lot of the videos all the other bloggers posted, a lot of that stuff that's the thing about the internet. Once you put it out there, it's there. So unfortunately for him, when people started to search and Google about him, everything came out. And that was horrible for him because one thing about a narcissist, they hate being exposed for who they really are. So he painted this beautiful new brand, this beautiful new picture as a gentleman and a guy who's not stalking his ex online, saying negative things about his ex. He painted this beautiful new pictures, but the minute people Google his name, everything came back. But underneath all of that, because he wasn't posting me online, he still had to find a way to bully me and to abuse me. So what he did was to go to the court system. This man has filed over 10 lawsuits against me. Over 10 frivolous lawsuits. Many, if not all of them, have been dropped, but it doesn't stop him. This is what is called legal abuse. He's using the legal system to still bully me and abuse me. Now, mind you, I used to live in Georgia. I moved away from Georgia after I got my restraining order against him. I moved far, far away from him. This man, I have lived at least 3 addresses since I moved. Mind you, there was a restraining order, so that means there is no communication between him and I. This man has found every single address that I've moved to over the last 3 years. The relationship lasted 1 year. It's been 3 years. This man is still suing me till this day. He has sued me for the most ridiculous things that you can think about. Frivolous lawsuits after frivolous lawsuits. And like I said, the main goal is to see me crumble and fall. And it's not happening. So he's not stopping. And again, I usually keep quiet about this, but it has come to the point where whether I stay quiet or I talk about it, it's still going on. So just because you guys don't see the videos anymore because he deleted those videos, he didn't delete the videos because he's now a bigger, more reformed person, a better person, a Christian person. He deleted those videos because he thought he could switch his brand, become a new person, and nobody would know. And the new audience that he exposed himself to, which is the big, successful game show, they would find him, love him, and then he can become famous. That didn't work. That pissed him off even more, and he continues to come after me. This guy has stalked my addresses, 3 different addresses. He's found them every single time. He's gone as far as calling people down here in my city who know me or who may know me to ask for my address. He's had certain personal information about me because, mind you, we lived together, we were engaged, and we did business together. He has dug behind me, found personal things about me, and he's able to look me up. So every few days, I have a processor, a private processor, or a sheriff show up to my door to serve me with court papers. Again, he's not winning these cases, but it doesn't stop him because legally he can do that. All it does is waste my time and my money. And the second thing it does is it gives him the supply that he wants because he cannot stand the fact that I got away from him. Not only that, I'm doing so much better. All the things he said about me is coming back to slap him in the face because I have been able to prove every single one of them wrong. Every single one of them. Just my mere existence is proving him wrong. All the things he said for 2.5 years. Just by me living my life, minding my business, running my businesses, bothers him. It's a direct injury to him. So he has gone as far as using the court system to legally stalk me, legally abuse me, and legally just mess with me. Okay? So the most recent lawsuit is for an engagement ring. An engagement ring that he stole my card. my bank card, not a credit card, my bank card to purchase without my consent. An engagement ring that he stole and took with him when I got a restraining order. The most recent case that he sued me for is for that engagement ring. Make it make sense. That just goes to show you the ridiculousness about a lot of the lawsuits. Okay? So, just because you're not seeing him post about me anymore, he hasn't stopped, y'all. It's been 3 years. The engagement happened, the relationship ended in June of 2022. We are in September of 2025. That's over 3 years. So 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, September of 2025. This man is still popping up in my email. He's still sending me weird text messages. He's still calling me on random numbers. But worst of all, he's using private processors and sheriffs to stalk me, show up to my house, act a fool, act crazy by filing lawsuits after lawsuits after lawsuits. Any notable job will not hire him because now he has several felonies on his name, including domestic violence and car theft. Remember, I talked about this before. This guy used to steal cars, steal people's cars, put it on a container and send it to Africa and sell it. Okay? He never got caught. A lot of his colleagues got caught and deported. He was lucky and didn't get caught. But the thing about karma, it comes back. So his most recent arrest, as I told you, was for a car theft. He stole somebody's car and the person sued him. He got arrested and he made bail. So now he's out, can't even work in his own name. He's doing Uber Eats on his mother's name. And he thinks in his delusional mind that in some way, somehow, he's going to sue me for a large sum of money and he's going to win. And that's how he can continue his lifestyle. Because he's so used to using women, using people, especially women, to fund his fake lifestyle to post on social media. And I was one of his biggest catfish. When he met me, I was at the top of my career. I was making more money than I knew what to do with. So I was using that money. Every day he had a new problem. Child custody, child support, didn't have a place to live, losing his home. His home was in forbearance, couldn't feed his kids, like all of those things. When I met him, I was taken care of. Now that I'm out of the picture, he's back in the project where he used to be, where I found him. He's in his mama's basement and using his mama's name to do Uber Eats or delivery or whatever the heck it is he's doing. But he thinks that by suing me, that's going to somehow make him win some case by suing me and asking for these ridiculous sums of money. He's going to win some kind of case and he's going to be able to not only punish me for discarding him, but he's going to finally be able to fund his lifestyle. So this is what I'm dealing with on a daily basis, y'all. Lawyer fees are very, very expensive. I feel like I'm going through a never-ending divorce, even though I was never married to this person. 3.5 years, there has been multiple lawsuits, multiple court cases. As I speak to you, there are 2 court cases. One of them that he sued me for over $100,000. Did he win that case? Absolutely not. But the unfortunate part is you have to get a lawyer. You have to prove your case, and it takes time, it takes money, and it takes effort. So that case is still going. The newest case is suing me for an engagement ring that he literally took my money to purchase. That's the newest case. So I had to get a lawyer, file an answer. Even the service, like, file an answer, and that's a start to another lawsuit. The rest of them have been dismissed, dropped, and just thrown out, but it doesn't stop him. So I just wanted to be honest with you guys and open up to you guys about that. This is what I'm dealing with. I'm still dealing with someone from 3 years ago that was in my past. A lot of you send me messages saying, oh, Mercy, you're so strong. I'm so proud of you. You're so resilient. And I am. If I can speak for myself, I am. But I will tell you, it's not easy. It's not easy. If it wasn't for the prayers of my mother, the support of people who know and love me, who tell me every single day that you're going to win, this is not going to break you. Therapy, going through therapy, talking about my feelings, talking about how I feel, and coming up with a game plan to not only stay strong, but to keep moving. I honestly don't know where I would be today. So when you see me happy in my videos, you see me keep posting my videos, keep posting my content, it's not because it's easy. It's not because I'm just this untouchable person. This stuff bothers me. It bothered me for a long time, but I'm stronger for it. I'm braver, I'm stronger, and I'm more resilient because of the people I surround myself with, and because I also chose to take active steps towards my victory and towards my recovery. So yeah, family, I wanted to share this. This is my least favorite video to do. The personal, very personal videos, it's my least favorite. But I want to share this with you guys to take my power back and to also let you guys know that I'm fighting my own demons every day. And that only demon, I tell you guys this all the time. If anything were to ever happen to me, don't look any further, because I have someone who has dedicated their whole life to go after me, simply for a relationship that didn't work out. And if you guys saw the drama, you know everything about what happened. Yet and still, this person has refused to move on, refused to let go, and just refused to let me just move on with my life. So all the other tactics didn't work. The new tactic is the court system. And this is why I'm so passionate about talking about narcissism. The biggest platform and the main platform that I use to share this message is TikTok. I recently started posting on Facebook, so I'll leave all the info down below so you guys can find it. If you are dealing with situations like this, or if you like to learn more about narcissism or my journey through this experience, please follow that page. Go follow that page. I post daily on that page about narcissism and my experience with it and what I've learned so far. And thank God for therapy, because I'm able to stand up for myself, be strong, take my power back, and just move on with my life. That's literally all I'm trying to do, is move on with my life. But every few days I get a phone call, an email, or somebody showing up to my door to serve me paperwork. But I'm thankful for the people I'm surrounded by, my family, and God. I'm so grateful, so grateful for that. Please comment if you have experienced something like this, if you have dated a narcissist who has refused to let go, move on. If you're still dating a narcissist, please comment down below so I know that I'm not alone on this, okay? And if you want to hear more about my experience, please go follow my NARC. It's called NARC Talk with Mercy Gono. I'll leave it down below. Please go follow that page or follow me on TikTok. Like I said, I post daily on there. Thank you all again so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.